Yeah, I think so. I just went live. Hey everybody, welcome in. Was having some technical difficulties, but I think I got everything going. So, welcome into this special Labor Day stream of my Pokemon Shield Professor Oak's Challenge. We are going to try. Let me get my guide open. I should probably do that before I get started. We are going to try to make a big dent today. Depending on how I'm feeling, I might try to go to the end of the game. But I don't know for sure. So let's start by looking over here. The Insular Sea is that this guy? It's Honeycomb, Stepping Stone, Insular. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the weather at the Loop Lagoon, but we can go catch Rhyperior. So let's go do that. Yeah, we'll start with Rhyperior. Go try to snag an Alakazam. I have the bike. I don't know why I'm still hoofing it. Let's see, that strong spawn Rhyperior shows up. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, I think Sammy's watching off of her phone today, so she's going to be slightly slower on typing and stuff, so you were able to beat her. Okay, there's Rhyperior. I know you are. I know you're on. Okay, so there's Rhyperior. Now I need to get either regular sun, sandstorm, or rain in the Loop Lagoon. Do I have a raid den out here? I don't. Okay. Toss in a wishing piece. And so now we're at the point where, thank you very much, ma'am. Got that pinned. So the YouTube channel, as usual, is pinned at the top. I haven't gotten yesterday's zombie Sunday stream, whatever we're calling it. Haven't gotten that up yet. It's just kind of been sort of a lazy day this morning. Come on, disconnect. Let's see, what do we have? Perfect, that's what we need. I can go ahead and go to the Fields of Honor. So being able to go across the water is going to speed up travel quite a bit. Hey, Krabby. Kingler. Whichever one you were. There's the Alakazam. So my hope is to finish this either today or early during tomorrow's stream and start a Pokemon Violet badge quest. I have done a badge quest on both versions of Scarlet and Violet, so okay, that's Alakazam. Okay, so we gotta go out and look for Skrelp. So let's head out into the oceans. There's Frillish. The only thing about coming out to the oceans is getting mauled by a Sharpedo. Topsicorp. That's the only thing about overworld encounters is, especially something small like Skrelp, it's hard to necessarily be able to see. Good thing is everything out here in the sea is higher level, so I won't have to do too much to level up Skrelp when I do find it. I think this was one of the random encounters that I wasn't looking forward to. Just because I'm not fully used to not having my full screen to do these. That's Tentacool. And so having to search for a small Pokemon is even more difficult. Hey, Wingull. Crap. That's horsey. That is not the seahorse I needed. I usually have good luck over here finding stuff like Skrelp and Clauncher and Sword. Seadra. Okay. Neat. I'm gonna try something real quick. Whalmer. Okay. Are these three guaranteed to be Seadra every time? Okay. Tentacle. Leave me alone, Sharpedo. I'm busy. Let me check something real quick. Okay, so I imagine he's a 5% spawn everywhere. So the easiest place to go is going to be over here to Honeycomb Island. And sometimes things like that work. Here's our little dude. Our little gal, sorry. Okay, if I get a full-on snowstorm at the Lake of Outrage, I can easily get Ice Cube. And then we have 6 raids. do have a chance to find Ice Cube now, as opposed to having to reset the clock a whole bunch. I think I'm going to do that. It's a lower percentage chance, but it'll should save time in the long run. I think the thing I've been enjoying most about this playthrough is just getting to listen to the music of this game again. This is a game that got me through the worst of the pandemic, kind of the complete shutdown of, complete shutdown of, you know, kind of life as we knew it. This was a game I spent a lot of time on. There's a lot of aggressive Pokemon here, but not nearly as bad as some of the other weathers. No. Okay, yeah, Snom's a 40% right now, so I'm going to be seeing a lot of him. Luckily, Golurk's not hyper-aggressive. Okay, so I have to get a level 50 Ice Cube. If I don't, I won't be able to catch it yet. So we're getting super lucky on the Snom. I hope I have the same luck with Ice Cube. Okay, the next question. Den 23. Oh, 5-star only. Okay. I was gonna see if Ice Cube was in a raid den, but he's in the post-game 5 stars, so. So in a snowstorm, I don't have a bomb of snow to worry about. I really just have Bisharp chasing me down. I might need to reset the weather. But I'm going to be doing a lot of that in just a few minutes for the trade evolution raids that we're going to be doing. So only one of the ones is in a common den, so might end up having some issues. Let me get okay, so all of the Milotic dens are in the Crown Tundra. The Machamp den is in a different part of those are all Crown Tundra. Those are all Crown Tundra. Those are going to be Crown Tundra as well, I believe. Okay, so okay, let's get out of here. Let's go over here for a minute. Let's see if we can get a snowstorm. But 3% might be the difference between a few minutes and a few hours. glad Arcanine got a regional form, but I wish it would have gotten one of the Gigantamaxes for this game. Yeah, that would have been a super cool Pokemon to get one. Okay, there's Thunderstorm. Okay, there's my Snowstorm. So what that does is cuts down the number of super aggressive Pokemon and increases the chance of finding Ice Cube. If it weren't for the fact that the Ice Cube can be level 50 here, Ice Cube wouldn't be until after the 7th gym, which would make it a lot easier to get. Now, even though it cuts down on the number of aggressive Pokemon, Bisharp is much faster than Abomasnow and Glalie. Level 50? Dang it! Okay, so we definitely found one quicker. The issue is going to be the level. I wish you could use repels to keep Pokemon higher than the level you want from appearing. So I dusted off my Nuzlocke skills and started a Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke just to sort of practice and kind of remember some of the patience and stuff that those playthroughs require. I plan on doing some Nuzlocking here on the Twitch and over on the YouTube. I haven't started on the video for YouTube yet. I plan on doing that pretty soon. Because I decided today was going to be a stream. I kind of feel like this is the most luck-based, low percentage encounter that I've had to deal with in this playthrough. Because not only do I have to find the 5%, I also have to find a very specific level 5%. And there you go. Just had to talk about it and he showed up. Come on, Iceman. And now we are on to the raid dens. Dusty Bowl. That's the closest one, so we'll go to that one. I believe I've been to this one before. So we'll go over to this raid den. Have to get a purple beam and a 4-star raid. What do you got? Got plenty of dusk balls. Okay. Wilderness. Okay, Mandibuzz. Got Hammerlock in the background. It's got these two rocks. This little rock. And I believe this is the guy. Gaggle of trees. Yeah, this is the one. Let's get lucky with the first throw purple bit beam. Dang it, okay. Okay, because we're getting into the higher level raids, I am going to start using my Dynamax. And I'll see with this one if actually fighting these raids is the better strategy, or just resetting the dens until I get the beam I need. I feel like going back and forth is going to be the way to do it. He doesn't do a second set of barriers, which is good. Or if he does, that didn't do enough damage to activate them. Okay, no second set of barriers. It is only a 3-star. Trying to get away from this Manda Buzz. Look at my champ's rarity again. I think 20% at 4-star. Okay, so Halucha is going to be the main one I find 4-star on the rare raid beam. gonna say, hit me with that. I can handle it a little better. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I knocked my tea glass over. I'm good. Okay, let me go find another den. I think that's going to be the way to go with the 4-star raids. You know, because the dens are so close to each other. So you're not anything I need, are you? Nah, you're Saloon. Nope, I needed you before, and I got you before, so... Glad I have the money for extra wishing pieces. Pangoro, huh? Den 173 is a rare den. Nah. This one doesn't have... Okay, yeah. Of course I get a rare beam on the one I don't want. Okay. And purple beam. Brother. There we go. Got a 4-star to start with, but it wasn't the one I needed. I do like Toxicroak, so that's a good sign. Halucha. Phalanx. Halucha. Oh, went way too far. Four-star Phalanx. Halucha. So the next 5 raids are all going to be in Crown Tundra. Okay, there's my choke. Four-star Machoke. If I hadn't already traded Pokemon over to train, I would probably just do trade evolutions for this part. So I think I have everything I need to do that. But then that also makes it to where I should have had just about the entire dex finished before badge 1, so... I'm getting all sorts of 4 stars. Gotten every other 4 star that I can get besides Machamp. That's what the G-Max one looks like. Silhouette is a better word. Okay, yeah, you can clearly see. Okay, that is taken care of. Okay. I figured with Machamp you'd be able to see all 4 arms on the silhouette. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing it. Because it is the only 4 star I have not rolled yet. I think I've rolled everything else in this raid den at 3 and 4 star level except for Machamp. I hope that going forward with the series, they do what they did in Legends Arceus, where you can just use an evolution item on a Pokemon to evolve it. Or, you know, like add the linking cable for linking cord, whatever it's called, for trade evolutions and stuff like that. And, you know, I know that Pokemon is supposed to be like a, you know, collaborative, everyone gets together and plays kind of thing, but, you know, some people don't have the luxury of having other Pokemon players in their orbit, or, you know, in a situation like what I'm doing here, I'd be done with this section already. Ah, there he is. Just gotta complain a little bit, it's fine. Yeah, sometimes you just need that extra little boost earlier on. Lugia is going to be my best bet here. So now, my Lodic. Actually, no. I think the Bellamere Lake Den might be the best one. Yeah, and all the changes they've made with like the move relearner and how you can do egg moves and stuff, like that's all just been good quality of life stuff that I think having the items would be sort of the same. First time in a while I've had Maractus and Torkoal in the same raid. It's actually a pretty good little combination. This should be the last hit. The suspense of waiting to see if I catch something is the part that gets me. Okay. Mandibuzz, leave me alone. Oh, I did not mean to run into you. Yeah, because I know I have, like, the prism scale and a magmarizer for sure. And this is the other Giant's Bed Lake Den, raid den I can use. And this is a rare den that I need. Yep, it is. Okay. 15% chance of melodic at 4-star level. Basculin's 25. 25 for Kingler. And then 15 for melodic, Kabutops, and Relicanth. Hey, Urshifu. I actually think... Where'd it go? Okay, not this one. This one actually might be the Electivire den. And I'm out of wishing pieces. Okay, cool. Let's go over here to this guy. Ooh. Regular inventory. Giant's Bed. I'm about to try to stand up for just a minute. So yeah, I've been trying to not move around too much so I don't lose my headphones. Oh, second try. Not melodic, but I got the beam. So now we can try to get the fish. that was nice and fast. Okay. Trying to think of who I have. That is a high enough level. I bet Raiko will be alright. Okay, I'm back. Definitely having some more microphone issues. All it's going to take is one more surf to defeat me. I didn't get a very good roll on my allies this time. Okay, good. My Lodic. We're going to go, I think the den that I need for Electivire is right next to me. Yeah, so we're going to go over here and do this Electivire after I catch Melodic. That's 2. What I should have done earlier, when I had that purple beam over here, was re-roll for Electivire. That would have made a lot more sense. Yep, I should have reset for Electivire. I was so focused in on getting my low deck. So luckily I do have a command in for Conkeldurr. So just find the den, toss the piece in and move on. Nothing on my list that's fairy type. No. I didn't get the right Pokemon, but that's okay. Got the right beam. Oh, man. Okay, that was pretty quick. Get Zygarde. So next, I'm gonna go after Magmortar because I think his den is here as well. Goodness. Good thing is I have 3 pretty solid attacking Pokemon to help me out with this one. As long as nobody gets KO'd. Everyone's attacking. Of course, Pikachu missed Iron Tail. Okay, Pikachu, this time around I need you to use Quick Attack, buddy. That's not too bad. Okay, so this one's next to a wall between 2 trees. The old cemetery. Roll through here. Not this one. Okay, I'm trying. Look at that picture again. Ah, this guy. Okay. Give me a rare beam first try. Dang. It's the next nearest. Right here. I think this game is just messing with me now. Make sure, yeah, this is the fire one. Come on. Nothing in section 8. So before the Champions Cup, we don't have any raids there. We don't have any raids before Leon. And then everything post-game. Okay, so these are the last raids that we're doing. This is the last kind of tedious section, so if I'm lucky I won't need to buy any more wishing pieces. Let me be lucky. Thank you. Make sure Chandelier shows up here. Yeah, at 4-star. Cool. What's the most common 4-star? Looks like Centiscorch and Magmar are half of the encounters. Okay, that's fine. Got the raid beam. So I can technically fish for lapras over at Sirchester Bay. The guide I have says that's a could be a potential roadblock. So it has it listed as a raid den. If I fish for lapras, then I only need to do Conkeldurr after this. There's Magmar. There's Magmar. Sent a Scorch. Arcanine. Another Arcanine. I mean, the good thing about Conkeldurr is he isn't a common den. He does have a rare den that I think is 5% better chance of seeing him. But hunting these rare dens is a bit tricky. Getting a lot of 4-stars. Not what I wanted to hit. Yeah, the section after we take on Raihan is all unique overworld encounters. That's where we'll get like Gengar and Dust Noir. Kingdra. Delibird, what are you doing here? Oh, you do have a 5% chance to show up in these raids. Okay. Well, as a 4-star. As a 3-star, 5%. Okay, it's the same either way. Heat more. Magmar again. Chandelier. Let's see. 1 dB. Lapras. Chester Bay. Oh, it's a 1% fishing encounter. It's a 15% in the rare den. Okay, I guess I'm doing that. So Conkeldurr and Lapras will be the last 2 raids after this. I'm not doing a 1% fishing encounter if I can avoid it. Oh man, come on. Magmar, can I talk to your big brother? Just need to talk to him for a minute. I've gotten, I think, everything else out of the dens now except for Magmortar, so should pop up pretty soon. have to remember to evolve Skrelp once I'm done with all these raids. Magmar, come on. I hit the wrong button. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. There it is, jeez. Okay, Suicune, you. So now let's go snag Lapras. Actually two here in the Giant's bed that I can do, so I don't have to go too far. Okay, so Lapras and Conkeldurr. Kingdra, Tortuga, and Archon. Going to the Reggies, and that is the Pre-Champions Cup section. First part of tomorrow's stream might be finishing the post game. Well, I say that, I know the stuff to get to actually fight Leon takes a while, so depending on how the next, I don't know, hour and a half, hour and 15 minutes, whatever goes. Tomorrow might be the finish up stream. There's that one. Got two in the water of the giant's bed. I saw that in the arena, and I still ran into it. Wish I could just catch that Conkeldurr. Hey, ought to know. Giant's foot. There's not one over here. The giant's foot is there. No. It's giant's bed or the frigid sea. How far? It's not that one. How far down does this count as the giant's bed? Gyarados. Okay. I think this is it. Yeah, I'm gonna call this one the one. Okay. So we're gonna play this game again. Luckily, we're over here at Lake Valamir. Yeah, because Lapras shows up with a bunch of ice types. Go figure. Yeah, so this will be the den. This is the last rare beam I have to look for. Okay, now I have the prism scale for my Lodic. Okay, stop doing that. There we go, okay. Game was a lot nicer this time. I didn't get Lapras. I can't imagine if I was doing this without date skipping. This would be very, very brutal. Vanillux. Good thing is I can just use Urshifu. Vanillux. I do like Vanillux as a Pokemon. I probably mentioned this before. It was on my first Unova team. So I have a bit of a soft spot for it. I honestly haven't used very many ice types on teams now that I think about it. Vanillux, I've used Jinx and BDSP, I've used Lapras in the Kanto games a few times. Speak of Lapras. Yeah, I haven't used a whole lot of used Crabominable on a Batch Quest team. It was Violet, my first one on Violet. Yeah, I might have to do a mono-type ice run in, like, Emerald, maybe. Okay, so it's the same percentage in its common den or its rare den, but it does have a common den in sword that's 25%, which is crazy. I'm close to Balamere Lake. I think that's the one I'm going to go for Conkeldurr. Really wish you'd stop healing yourself. Okay, let's look and see where this Balamere Lake den is. So go grab Conkeldurr, and then we move on and take on Piers. Piers and Raihan, actually. Oh, man. Okay, that looks like... Okay, Bolt Hunt. Okay, jeez. So it's not this one. Go ahead and heal Urshifu real quick. Okay, it's next to a rock. Got the grass. I think this is the one. I think I just rolled up to the one, so we'll be able to polish this section off. I will have to... Okay, yes, Golett does show up here. Cool. That's Girder. Not the weird looking construction man clown bear I was looking for. Colossal. I think part of my goal for the rest of today's stream is to finish this section, obviously, and the big catching section right before the Champions Cup. If I can do that, we're in a good position for tomorrow to be able to at least make it to the post game. And maybe I'll get lucky with the weather on the strong spawns that I need. Come on, Conkelder, I know you're in here. Some of this reminds me of, those of you who don't know, this guy, name's John Stone. He does YouTube videos and streams and stuff. I've been watching him for quite a while. He did a Generation 2 Gold and Silver Professor Oak's challenge. And early in the game you get Slowpoke, and he, I guess, just forgot. I can't remember the exact circumstances, but it learned Headbutt while he was trying to evolve it to Slowbro, which meant he then had to find all the trees that had Pokemon on it, and he was hunting for like Pineco and I think Heracross for a really long time. This sort of feels similar to that. Except for I, you know, knew kind of what I was getting myself into. There's Girder again. I am Bender, please insert Girder. Ah, there he is. Okay, this is going to be one for Lugia. For Luigi. Okay. Now we'll go knock out the last two gym leaders. We should be at 516 pot once I catch Conkelder and evolve Skrelp. So So finishing this section took a little longer than I thought it would. I wasn't prepared for 2 hours to be spent in this one section. Although I suppose I probably should have been. Okay, Conkelder, I need you to hit Wobbuffet, because it is probably using counter this turn. Aha! Wobbuffet actually got the KO. Okay, let's fly back to Sirchester. No, I'm not moving until I evolve Squirrel. If I don't, I will forget. And here in about 5 minutes, I'm going to have to take a quick break. So when the next ad starts rolling, I'm going to get up and kind of move around a bit. So at the end of this section, I've got all the optional Pokemon except for Grovyle. I haven't gone back to Dynamax Adventures on this file. And I'll probably just grab all of that on my own time. Okay, as we finish this section, we should have 360 in the Galar Dex, which we do. 196 in the Isle of Armor, 179 in the Crown Tundra, and then I'm missing, I think, 3 optionals. Like I said, I just haven't gone back to do Dynamax Adventures for Grovyle, and I haven't. Well, actually, I'm missing more than that because I don't think did I breed a Torchic and a Mudkip? I can't remember. I think I did, but okay, the question is, can I go? No, I think I have to go from Sirchester just fine. Okay, I'm going to get to the edge of the water. I'm going to take a quick break and we will be right back. Alright, and we're back. Let's try to get across Circhester Bay with as few incidents as possible. As Graplock immediately runs into me. Mantike. Here come the hooligans. Still really like Morney's battle theme. Hey, thanks for the follow, Funny. I appreciate it. How's it going? Not too bad. Not too bad. I will follow you in just a second, Marnie. I need to make a small change to Urshifu's moveset. If I can. Yeah, I'll kind of show you what, I mean, I've basically got everything that you can catch up to this point. Plus all of the optional Dynamax Adventure legendaries at this point. I mean, yeah, my boxes are... Yeah, you can get the legendaries before the first gym badge in this game. So yeah, I mean, I've got just about everything. Let me see. I need not Iron Head. Do I have Earthquake? I probably do, and when I resort it, I probably sent it to the bottom. There it is. Urshifu cannot learn. Yeah, I mean, it, you know, just kind of depending on what you want to do kind of determines the definition of good. Like, I mean, if you're just kind of casually playing, whatever you end up doing is good. You know, there's people who do the shiny hunting. Obviously, competitive's huge, but I don't really do competitive myself. It's not something I'm really good at. But yeah, it all kind of just depends on, you know, what you're looking to get out of the game. What specifically are you looking for? Because, I mean, if you're playing Sword and Shield, you can find most of the really good stuff by yourself. After I finish streaming here in about 30 minutes, I've got some plans. So I'm not going to be available today. Oh, okay. So the best thing to do you have the DLC for this game? Okay. So I was going to suggest going over, if you have the DLC, going over to the Isle of Armor. The best way, honestly, to level up early on, go into your map and see if you have... actually, go into your menu. Let me show you in just a second. Let me take care of this Stevel real quick. So, if you don't have it, you'll have a box down here at the bottom right corner of your menu that says Isle of Armor, Crown Tundra. If you do have it, your screen will look like this. Yeah, okay, so what I was going to say, if you don't have the DLC, the best way to level up early on is to just kind of do all the raids in the wild area. It can be a little tedious, but the experience candies are a good way to do it. Also, if you fight things like Wooloo, they give good experience. Fighting trainers obviously gives good experience. There's a lot of ways to do it that doesn't, that you can kind of do on your own. Because on this game, forming a party doesn't really work the way it does on Scarlet and Violet. Okay. Well, if you can remember your account, it shouldn't be hard to, like, at least your email, you know what I'm saying? Then you could just go onto Nintendo's website and, like, reset your password and stuff. If you do get access to the DLC again, going over to the Isle of Armor and fighting Chansey is the best way to level up early on. I should have taught Lugia Earthquake. I forgot about this double battle. That's okay. I'll have Urshifu deal with Drapion. Okay, take on Piers. Do a little bit of story outside of Spike Myth. Go take on Raihan. I think that's going to be the last thing we're able to do today. Just depends on how long the fight with Raihan takes. At first I wasn't sure how I felt about Piers, but he's kind of grown on me over the years. Yeah, it's been a little while since I've been in that position. Been buying my own games for a while now, but yeah, it was definitely always nice getting prison. Don't need that. I'll go for obstruct first, I would think. That's about right. What screen are you seeing? I mean, that was another thing I could have told you to check, was your bag to see if you have those 2 passes. Um, oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't even think about the items. Eh, let's keep trying to hit it. It's not a big deal. There we go. And then he sends out Skunk Tank Blast. Yeah, I'll battle you again sometime, Piers, I'm sure. Not on this file, most likely, but... Okay. So now we get to move on to the next little bit of the story. And Raihan. Hey, Zach, man. I mean, honestly, Sword and Shield's surprise trade right now is probably just going to be the websites that send out shinies. I mean, if you don't have a problem with website generated shinies, it's not a big deal. You might get something, but I do, but I don't have Switch Online on this profile. Around this way? Yes, this way. There's Hop. Hey, Emo, how's it going, man? Okay, let's get across the bridge here. Have to fight this guy. Yeah, I think Raihan is going to be the last thing we're able to do on this stream today. I might be able to pull something else off, but it's going to just depend on how quickly I get done with Raihan. Good thing is tomorrow, regardless, we'll be on the last big catching section before the post game. So, and there's no raids. I don't think I have any more raids to do, which is awesome. I will have to hunt down the Swords of Justice's footprints, which, you know, not hard, it's just a little time consuming. And then the only optional Pokemon I'm going to get on stream is going to be Keldeo. Because I'm not doing a bunch of Dynamax Adventures for the Ultra Beasts. Yeah, let's get past Raihan real quick, and we will kind of see if I have good weather. I may go try to snag like Kingdra and Gengar. ice beam. Set that to Suicune. In place of extreme speed. I can always just relearn extreme speed later. And then teach Surf to Lugia. Good thing is, when I actually battle Raihan, I can Dynamax Lugia and be in control of the weather. I should be able to finish off Raihan in the next 10 minutes. Yeah, I can imagine the speed running of this game is brutal. So if you connect to the internet with Y, you can then go into your raid and do invite others, and you can set up a link code, and y'all could do it that way. Quick Break Sliggoo and Ancient Power Pelipper. So when you go to invite others, you should be able to hit, I think, plus when you're on that screen. On the screen that has like invite others, challenge alone, whatever it is. You should be able to hit plus to set up the link code and then go to invite others. And then you share that link code with other people. It's been a little while since I've done it. Yeah, so if you don't have the link code set up, it just kind of pushes it out to the internet. It's not a bad way to find other people to do them with if you don't have people who, you know, you raid with regularly. Yeah, there's not a lot of people still on this game, with it being almost 6 years old. try to phrase your comment a little differently there, Funny. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's still possible to find people to do them with. It's just, it's rare. I think even Scarlet and Violet's kind of seeing that a little bit outside of the events. I'm curious if they're going to have any sort of raid feature. I know they're going to have the four-person battles on ZA, but I'm wondering if they're going to have any sort of like raid feature. Be curious to see. Yeah. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet's raids are... Yeah, Scarlet and Violet made a lot of improvements to the raid system, I think. Not having to, like, wait for each person to do their thing, and then, you know, just sort of... The pace of the raids on Swish is very slow, I think. Obviously, Scarlet and Violet has its own problems, but it still has a lot of things that went well for it. Quick Break Gigalith, and a Dragon Pulse on Flygon. Yeah, I will say, I'm pretty upfront about, I wish Scarlet and Violet had performed better when they first got released, like from a technical standpoint. But I also think that Scarlet and Violet had some of the best character design and some of the best storytelling that we've gotten in a Pokemon game. Just in general. I think from what they're showing so far, ZA looks like it's going to be a pretty solid game. They had to have some culture shifts over at Game Freak and the Pokemon Company, and the backlash to Scarlet and Violet, I think, was the jolt that they needed.
He actually survived. Okay. Okay, and that's gonna wrap it up for today. I'm gonna kind of button mash my way to the end of this. I'll be back tomorrow, probably at 3. I started a little early today because I had some extra time. But I'll probably be back tomorrow about 3, and then we'll catch the last big pre-game section, pre-post game section, I should say. Because after we do this pre-Champions Cup section, all we have is Eternatus, and then it's the post game. So we can. I want to say we could probably wrap up tomorrow, and then I guess Wednesday, if we do finish this tomorrow, I will start my Violet badge quest. And yeah, I think that will do it for today. Thank y'all for hanging out. Thanks for making this Labor Day stream a fun one. And I will see everybody tomorrow around 3. Have a good evening.